what I'm going to do today is build a Christmas village display. The customer found the idea on Pinterest and they wanted me to replicate the version they saw. The customer needs to be able to take it down and pack it there for next Christmas. So what I'm going to do is hinge the frame and then put some shelf holders to place the shelves on. I'm going to get my sheet ply and lay out the dimensions that I need to cut. I have my plywood on the table. I'm going to take some measurements now and lay out exactly each part that I need to cut. So I will start with the frame. I'm going to make this frame 6 foot tall. The customer is pretty short, so they want a short display, couple shelves. So I will show you how I do that now. I'm planning to go 6 foot, so that's the first mark I'll make. 6 foot. I'll get a level or any piece of wood. Is the bottom. I'm going to make it a little neater. So we're going to make it something like 20 inches. Leave like a 2-inch at the top. I'm not getting my full measurement here, so I just get a straight edge piece of wood and just help me to extend where I'm supposed to be. So this is the mark I'm looking to get more or less. It doesn't have to be exact. I set the saw to a workable height. So you just really want to cut through the table. Just so the blade would barely clear the bottom of the wood. I'm going to take the piece that I cut off and use it as a template. So I'm just going to match it up to the plywood that's already here. And give a mark at the end. Then one at this end. Then I'm going to take my level tool and mark it at a straight. I'm going to freehand cut the bottom cut, but I will put a rod to cut the second one. This time I will set the saw to the mark I want cut, because I'm looking to be more accurate this time. It doesn't have to be 100%, but I want it to be very close. So this time I'm going to use the saw and do that. So you have two pretty close leaves. I'm going to clamp this down. This other side it did not clamp down, so it will just hold some pressure on it. So this is the one I just cut. It isn't perfect, but it sure can work. That's the results you're looking for. Those are my two leaves. Laying out the shelves now. So what I'll do is 3 inches from the bottom is 5/8 plate, so 5/8. Then from the top of the shelf to the top of the another shelf is 16. 5/8 plate. So it's approximately 16 centered. From the top to the top. Top to the top. Then you have approximately 4 inches remaining. To get the dimensions of the first shelf, just measure square, make it like a 1/4 inch less so that the shelves don't overshoot. You can go as far as making a 1/2 inch less to minimize the overshooting, because if you make it exact, the shelf will overshoot and you have to plane off that edge there. So get something, mark down your measurements. The first shelf, I'm going to make 18 3/4. The second shelf, is 15 3/4. Sorry, 14 3/4. It's always good to check back to minimize mistakes. My third shelf is 10 3/4. You'll start to see a consistent pattern, but it's easier to just measure each one with math. You can deduct and add and subtract and find out the shelf that you're going to cut next without even measuring. 2 3/4 is my final shelf. So these are my measurements on a piece of board: 18 3/4, 14 3/4, 10 3/4, 6 3/4, and 2 3/4. Again, I look for a piece of offcut. It's a piece of plate that came off some material. So what I'm going to do is mark 18 3/4 on this. Then I will drill a screw approximately in the center. It might split the wood, but it's no big deal. Didn't split the wood, so that's great. So what I'm going to use this for now is to give me a quarter circle at the end. So I just match this close to the edge. Then get my pencil. And that's my first shelf. And even check back. 18 and 7 years. 18 and 7 years. So all that you have to do when you use your jigsaw is a cut and leave the line, and that will be your first shelf. So I have my material here prepared. Now I'm going to go to the hardware to get the shelf holders, the hinges, etc. So when I come back, I will put it up and then give a coat over everything.